Yeah, so thanks for taking the time, Claudia. Congratulations on signing the extension and getting the call up. It's a pretty big week, I would assume, for yourself in addition to the game. So where you kind of at right now as far as balancing the news and the call up in the game?
Yeah, I think it's obviously a great week for the extension and to get caught up. I think I'm trying not to get too like in my head about it. I think just staying present, being focused on this game is all that I really need to do right now. So yeah, whatever comes next. Obviously, I'm excited to be here for a few more years. It means the world to me, and I'm super excited to go to camp. But the main goal right now is to beat Spirit tomorrow.
What's going to be key for you guys? Obviously, you've been doing well defensively. Well, had some, good the last game, but a little bit up and down. What's going to be key against Washington?
Yeah, I think fighting. I think we've shown that we can fight even when it's a 1-0. I feel like most of our games have been within one goal, and I think we can show that we're able to fight through everything. I think having a bunch of their players come back, key players for them, is going to be interesting because they've been out for a while. But I think we've looked at a lot of film and know exactly how we want to approach it. So I think sticking with the game plan and being able to know that they're going to have moments where they're going to be better than us, and I think being able to defend and then to be able to put that into attack is going to be the key. And just relying on each other, I think this year we've been really good about that and using each other as a fuel to keep going, and I think that's what we're going to need tomorrow.
Thanks, Jada. And then we can try Susie again. Susie, are you good?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
perfect.
Awesome. Sorry about that. Claudia, you had mentioned after a previous game that the credit doesn't just go to you for the shutouts, and the defense has been, a lot more organized and letting in a lot fewer goals this year. And I'm wondering, just from your reflection, what's the difference in the defense being really connected and more confident this year?
Yeah, I think obviously I'm going to start. I know that there's a lot that the goalkeeper has on themselves, but I don't think I'd be in the position I am today, getting called up and having these conversations and signing for an extension without my teammates and the defenders in front of me, and even everybody on the field in front of me. Everybody's made me look better this year, so I need to start out by saying that. We go over clips all the time, and I brought it up at defensive meetings all the time, and I think our defense has been so key to that. For Louisville to have 20 shots last game and one on target, they're making me look good. So I think that's something that's been really exciting, and to be able to be a part of has been really fun. But I think just relying on that going forward, we know we're good defensively, we know what we need to do, and then just getting that key piece, scoring the one shot we have on target, because I mean, it's been really fun to play with, and I've talked about it a few times, and honestly, I kind of went on a tangent, so I forgot your initial question, but I think knowing how good we are defensively will hopefully turn that into offense and give the offensive players more freedom to be able to go out and create things that they're able to do.
You answered it well, thank you. I also wanted to follow up. I know you're really focused on this next game, but with the extension, just what is it about this club and the environment that makes you want to really stay in Seattle?
I mean, I think it's been a journey here for sure. Obviously, I wasn't playing initially, but the faith and the belief that the team, the coaches, and the organization put in me have really made me feel like it's a home, and it has become a home. Obviously, it's pretty far away from me, but I can't see myself being anywhere else, and honestly, this is where I want to be because I know the environment, I know what it gets out of me, and I know that I'm pushed every day, even when I don't necessarily want to be. But yeah, everyone around me here is what makes it so special, and the fans and just the city in general. It's definitely become a home, and I'm excited for the future.
Thanks, Susie. And then it looks like Jeff from Pros International can't come off mute, but he wants to know just about being a part of a Reign legacy of goalkeeping, and with this extension in the U.S. Women's National Team call-up. And a lot of Reign keepers in the past have moved up to international, either USA or England or Australia, and just what it means to you to be part of this Reign legacy of goalkeepers.
Yeah, I mean, I think it shows the quality of the environment that we're in every day. Obviously, we've been through a few goalkeeper coaches. We had a few before I was even here. And I think it's just it's a credit to the environment and the people around us and the coaching staff and the organization. I think everything here kind of puts you in a place for you to make your own success, but like gives you everything that you need. And I think it's good. It's like the level from everybody around us, even people on the field, like they expect a lot from me and they expect a lot from everybody who steps on the field. And I think without that, I wouldn't be in the position I am. And I think it's similar to the other players before me that have been called up. It's just like a way of life here. And I think everybody strives for success all the time and relies on each other. And I think it's special. Like, you don't always want to be told everything that you're doing wrong, but at the end of the day, like, that's what's going to get you to where you need to be.
And then Jeff also wants to know how the team bounced back after a frustrating result against Houston, and what does it say about getting the result against Louisville, about the team's mentality to bounce back?
Yeah, I think both of them are pretty different types of soccer games to watch. Like, I think they're very similar. It's not the way we exactly want to play, like having to go long a lot, having to fight for every first and second ball. But I think we've shown in multiple games this year that that's something we're willing to do. And to get the goal was obviously key. Like, Maddie stepped up big when we needed her to, and we weren't going to get a lot of chances against that team, especially winning 1-0 in the second half. But I think our commitment to holding on to that, and like I said earlier, it's kind of, we're not scoring 2, 3, 4 goals a game. So when we get that one goal, being able to hold on to that, and the back line and the sixes and everybody's been so good defensively, and we've worked so much on it throughout the year. So I think we've shown that. Now we just need to hopefully score a few more goals so it's a little less stressful for everybody.
All right, and then we'll go over to SB Nation.
Hey, Claudia, this is Fook Win with All for 11. Can you just talk to us about your journey? You were mentioning it a little bit earlier, but just kind of, it hasn't always been linear, it hasn't always been steady, right? And then just kind of going over how much it means to be recognized at the club level and at the highest level internationally now. But yeah, just talk to us about your journey if you can.
Yeah, I touched on it a little bit earlier. Like, I think it was hard coming in. It's hard coming in a pro environment. I talk about it all the time with new players. Just being in a pro environment like college, all of us that make teams are the superstars in college and like start and play every minute of every game. And it's so hard to not have that, especially for like a little over a year and a half I didn't play. But it was kind of, for me, it was trying to focus on when I would get a chance. Like, I played in a few Challenge Cup games, and it was like that was my goal, was to do well in those games and just to have fun, because I think playing soccer is just fun, and when you don't have it, you kind of realize that. So I think focusing on the moments that I knew I was going to get chances, and then trying not to overthink everything. It's like, obviously as a goalkeeper, you're isolated a lot, and so when you get a chance and you make a mistake, it's really hard. Like, when I first started playing, I always laugh about it now, but it wasn't funny then. It was like my first real regular season game was LA, and I made 2 mistakes and we lost. And then for Laura to keep playing me after that, for people to believe in me after that, was like something that I think I needed to help push myself forward and kind of get over that. And I think having that, like, I think I played the last 5 or 6 games of that year were super big for me. Like, we started playing really well, and then we made it into playoffs, and then we made it to the final. It was like, this is what I've wanted basically for 2 years. And I think you realize how you don't want to lose that feeling again. And I think I worked extra hard with everybody after that. The teams worked extra hard. I think just trying to put my best foot forward. And obviously I've had games in the past. I've had a bunch of games last year where it was difficult. Like, we were conceding so many goals, and it's like goalkeepers always tend to blame themselves. And I think I always will blame myself first. But I think the team this year has grown so much in front of me, and it's been really special to see and be a part of. And obviously we have a bunch of younger people, so I try as much as I can to be like, yeah, obviously you want to play every minute, you want to do well, you want to take advantage of your chances, but like, you're going to keep getting them as long as you have a good attitude and you stay positive and you work hard in training. And obviously it's difficult, like going out and losing last year all the time and feeling like you're not really doing anything right is hard. But I think coming into this year, we all had a different mindset, and we've talked about it in multiple meetings, that it's like we've already actually beat our points for, I think, until like September of last year already this year or something like that. And it's like, that's not our goal, is to compare to last year, but to figure out how we want to push forward. And I think we're proving that right now.
Thanks, and then we'll close with Susie.
I feel like you should end on that, but sorry, I'm going to ask one more question. You talked about preparing for the Spirit this weekend, and their recent games have been very entertaining, high-scoring games on both sides. And I'm just wondering, from a defensive perspective, what are some of the threats that you're really thinking about from the Spirit that the defense will be really focused on?
I mean, I think everybody has watched their games and been like, they have so many different goal scorers in so many different positions, and I think that's what makes a team special. Like, they're fun to watch because they create and score crazy goals. So I think being able to know who the exact threats are, obviously, who are the main targets, obviously aerially, and then like on set pieces and everything. So I think without like saying individuals' names, I think we've gone over a lot of film on it and know exactly what we need to do, especially like we watch clips from Louisville and we know that we need to give teams less chances, but we also blocked 9 shots. So I think our heart and our minds are there and we know exactly what we need to do. It's just about executing the game plan and relying on each other and being able to fight, because I think it's definitely going to be a fight tomorrow.